How much does it cost to travel in China?
How much does it cost to travel in China?
How much does it cost to travel in China?
How much does it cost to travel in China? 来中国旅游需要花多少钱呢？
This question might be on your mind as you consider a trip to our Far East country. Here is a breakdown of how much it costs for flights, hotels, transportation, sightseeing, food, and activities. Firstly, international airfare to China. Flying from the US or European countries to China can cost variously depending on when you fly and which airline you use, from around $800 to $1,300 for an economic round trip. Summer is the most expensive time to travel to China. Traveling from the US or Europe to China in winter from December to March, apart from around Chinese New Year, is about 40% cheaper than summer. The most popular entry and exit cities in China are Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. The number 2 question is, which China cities are more costly than others? The cost of China travel depends on which cities you visit. Generally speaking, there are 3 price bands for China cities, and the cost for traveling decreases as you go from the top tier to the third. The top tiers are Hong Kong and Macau are in a league of their own, the priciest cities in China. And Band 2, Shanghai and Beijing lie on the second tier. Band 3, Guilin, Zhangjiajie, Chengdu, and Xi'an are on the third tier. Hotels rates in remote places such as Tibet and on the top of Yellow Mountains are inflated due to the cost of transporting commodities, though local living costs are relatively much lower. For first-time visitors, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Beijing, Guilin, and Xi'an are the popular destinations. Number 3, accommodation costs. Accommodation is a huge chunk of the budget for any China trip. Hotels in China range from inexpensive inns that offers simple hostel-like accommodation to super luxury properties. Prices for hotels vary widely from city to city and from season to season, peaking at public holidays such as China's National Day holiday from October 1st to the 7th. Here are the rates of hotels we usually arrange for our customers. It will give you a rough idea. Penta Hotel in Beijing costs $130 for high season and $90 for low season. Narada Boutique Hotel in Shanghai Bund costs $120 for high season and $100 for low season. Grand Noble Hotel in Xi'an costs $90 for high season and $60 for low season. Guilin Bravo Hotel costs $100 for high season and $70 for low season. As 2 of the largest expenses are hotels and transport, travel costs can be up to 30% less if shared by 2 traveling together. Vacation renting, Airbnb, and etc. is at early stage in China and are not recommended for foreign tourists. Number 4, transportation costs for traveling in China. The other major expense of touring China is intercity transport, such as domestic flights and trains and etc. Traveling between Chinese cities can cost $50 to $100 on trains or $80 to $300 on economic flights. Of course, first-class train seats or business-class flights multiply by 2 or 3. Train prices don't vary much with time of day or season. The earliest and latest flights in the day will be the cheapest in general, as well as low-season flights and stopover flights. Trip.com is the most popular website for booking domestic flights and train tickets. China's city public transportation is very affordable, convenient, and safe. Subways, taxis, and public buses are well run in the major destinations. Taking Beijing as an example, metro fares are from 3 to 8 Chinese yuan, and public buses are only 1 to 5 yuan, and taxis charge 13 yuan for 3-kilometer minimum. For a smooth and time-saving journey, you are recommended to book a private car for your tour. Number 5, admission fee to sightseeing spots. Tickets for most of China's famous attractions cost around $20 or less. The Forbidden City, for example, is $10. Mutianyu section of Great Wall, $10, plus $20 for round-trip cable car. Entrance fees for national parks are extremely expensive though, such as Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, well, costs $50. Yellow Mountains is $45. The extra charge of cable car for each way is about $15. Number 6, costs for food. The cost for food in China varies a lot depending on what kind of restaurants you eat at. On average, expect to spend $5 to $15 per meal per person for a good restaurant and $30 to $60 for a fancy one. In the third-tier cities such as Guilin, you will find a bowl of rice noodles costs less than $1. Trying some local food in local restaurants or on the streets is a way to enjoy an authentic Chinese experience and save a ton of money. Number 7, how much does it cost to go to China for a week? Expect to spend around $2,500 for a high-quality private tour, including personal tour guides, nice comfortable vehicles, and 5-star hotels, and of course, domestic transportations. But bear in mind, all that's being said above about prices will vary in seasons, level of comfort required, cities visited, and etc. If it is your first time to China and you have 1 week, you are recommended to spend your time in Beijing, Xi'an, and Shanghai. Here is a sample private tour itinerary for your reference. Day 1, Beijing, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, and Hutong rickshaw ride. Day 2, also in Beijing, the Temple of Heaven and the Great Wall. Day 3, Beijing to Xi'an, the Summer Palace, and then take high-speed train to Xi'an. Day 4, in Xi'an, the Terracotta Warriors and the ancient city wall. Day 5, Xi'an to Shanghai, Shanxi History Museum, Big Wild Goose Pagoda, the Muslim Quarter, and fly to Shanghai. Day 6, Shanghai, the Bund, Yu Garden, Shanghai Old Street, and Shanghai Tower. Day 7, departure from Shanghai. The price is from $1,600 per person based on 2 persons and 4-star hotels, which includes local guides, drivers and vehicles, hotel buffet breakfasts, and local restaurant lunches, entry to all attractions, and intercity transportations. Number 8, how much spending money should I bring to China? Most China tours don't cover personal purchases, free time activities spending, such as evening shows, snacks, and meals that's not included. From what has already been mentioned above, the spending money you need to bring will depend on where you go and your usual expenditure level. Here are some average spending for foreign travelers. A free time meal, $15. A couple of taxi rides, $10. Snacks and drinks, $10. Sundry purchases and souvenirs, $15. So on a China tour with free time, that wouldn't be unreasonably to need $50 spending money per day. Number 9, costs for a typical day for one traveler in the middle range. Hotels. A Chinese 3-star hotel in a second-tier city such as Beijing, the average is about $60, and in a third tier such as Guilin, $40. Good restaurant meals. For middle-level dining, lunch in Guilin costs $10, and dinner in Shanghai would cost $20. Private transport. 4 taxi rides of 15 kilometers in Shanghai cost $30, and in Guilin would be $15. Example sites like Guilin Li River Cruise, 3-star including hotel pickups and Chinese lunch on board, is about $75. The night show in Yangshuo is $30, and a bicycle rent in Yangshuo is $5. Of course, there are many other ways to save. Feel free to contact us for more. Number 10, private travel costs less in China. Once again, due to lower service costs in China, traveling with a private tour company can actually mean you're enjoying your excellent service for a fraction of the price. For example, our one-day Beijing highlight tour costs from $180, and for that, your transport and entry are arranged, so there is no hassle waiting for tickets or finding transportations. We at China Educational Tours work hard to provide tailor-making trips for families, students and schools, and individual tourists who want flexibility, local expertise, close personal service, and to be in control of your tour. Any questions or ideas, please leave your comments below. If you are interested in more about China, subscribe our channel and we are showing you the authentic China.